Hello and welcome guys. So this is Rogue SMG and today we are gonna see how to fail at bug bounties. So let's get started. So before we go any further, let me make it very clear that I suck. I am no pro bug bounty hunter, or I have got several bugs on BDPs and have got 2 to 3 Hall of Fames, but I've absolutely earned zeros from bounties. I haven't got a single bounty. Keep that in mind for throughout the video. But that's it for you to trust me. I am ranked third in the national level CTF India Capture the Flag competition. It was held last year sometime in November, and I've also landed an InfoSec job. I'm an associate security consultant as February. So yeah, you can trust me, and I know a little bit about security and stuff. And I also have made a small little blog called The Hackerspace at thehackerspace.com. I'll post the link in the description so you can go and check it out. So this video will be about why this channel and what I want to achieve through this channel and why I have made this channel. So basically this is for people like me. I'm an absolute beginner. I don't exactly call myself an extreme beginner, but with respect to bug bounties, I'll consider myself as a beginner. And by this channel, by this medium, I want to mainly motivate people and motivate beginners, basically beginners like me, who feel they're just getting started into bug bounties and they want to improve and get better at the game and everything. So this is mainly focused for beginners and people like me. So yeah, the main thing I want to tell people, I want to show people that you're not alone. Like if you feel like everybody is getting dollars and bounties and stuff, like I have won this much dollars and this much stuff from this bounty, at certain times it is quite demotivating for people. I agree. I do not hold any grudges against the people who post such stuff. It's their hard work, it's their achievement. They want to share it with the world, so they can share it. It's their right. But yeah, it might be demotivating for people who are just getting started, who just want to get into the game. I just want to say that you're not alone. If you think you're alone, then you're wrong. You aren't alone, and there are a lot of people like you who are struggling, and you might be even better than many of them. And there are already many people out there, many pros out there like Nahamsek, Stoke,
Insider PhD, the Cyber Mentor.
these are all absolutely amazing people doing a great job for the community, sharing lots of stuff. But what I kind of think somewhere at the back of the mind, if even if you're watching the video or any of the pros doing anything, or reading a Medium blog on SQL injection someone found somewhere, what I think, at a certain point of time you feel like, oh, they're already better than me, so they can find stuff, and a certain mentality is developed, like they are better than me at a point and so they can do it, and I'm not quite at their level. So I decided at this point I want zero bounties, as I said. So what I feel like, when people are at your level, you tend to connect better. If you are just beginning into bounties and you haven't earned anything, and if you think you don't know much stuff, I think I'd be able to connect better with you on that particular aspect, because I even myself, I haven't earned a lot and I'm not like a pro bounty hunter. So that's another thing. Also, you might be having lots of questions like what to do, where exactly to start. Okay, so let's consider, for example, Yahoo. There's no restrictions on the scope. You might be thinking where to start, like what exactly to do, and how to maybe approach an application, even if there are not a lot of subdomains, even if there is no recon involved. Even myself, I keep on getting these thoughts and I haven't quite developed particular methodology, I always end up getting these questions in my head, like where to start, how to approach the application, and many more questions like that. And even if you are good at recon, even if you did some recon, like if you gathered some subdomains, if you did some port scanning, if you found some endpoints, did some directory brute forcing and stuff, and you have all this recon data, but what exactly will you do with the recon data? What after recon? Okay, I have, let's say it's 500 subdomains I have found, and I have run port scan on all of them, and I have directory brute forced all of them. So I have quite some data, but what exactly will I do with the data? What am I looking for? Is the basic question, which is the base thing which you are stuck at, right? Even I myself get the questions a lot, and the main problem, not exactly problem, but the main issue currently is 10 years from now in the security game, there were barely any resources. People were doing research on their own, they were doing all the stuff, there weren't many resources available. But if you see right now, it's kind of the opposite. There are lots and lots of resources available, and that, even that is a concern. There are so many resources available that you end up getting confused what to do, where to start with. You have so and so books or so and so blogs, where to start, what to pick up and what not to do. You cannot grasp everything at once, and you are overwhelmed with so many resources, you end up getting stuck. It's a spiral. Where to start, what to do. And even I myself face the issue. And even if you are not exactly beginning, and if you have an idea of, let's say, XYZ types of vulnerabilities, and you have some basic knowledge about the stuff, and but what exactly happens is, for me at least, at a certain point of time, let's say I have approached a web application, and it's let's say xyz.something.com. It has reasonable functionalities. You can test some stuff. It has input fields and a normal, you can say, kind of web application. So for example, I have searched for XSS on some get and post parameters. I have looked for some SQL injections on certain points and stuff like that. All the basic stuff which we usually cover as the beginner, as a starting point. And if you can't find anything at a certain point, you get stuck. And when you get stuck, you cannot think anymore what else to try. If this is not happening, and even this is not happening, I cannot do anything now. What will I try? Where will I go from this point? This is the exact thing even I face. You cannot think anymore. And what happens is, I absolutely love security. That is why I'm in this field. I love that feeling of, pawning something or hacking something. But what happens is, when you get stuck at a point, it kind of gets boring. Even if you love something, if you are stuck at something, it gets boring. And the fun part, for why exactly you were started doing it in the first place, it gets it it kind of gets depleted. So there is no fun remaining, and what that leads to is frustration and demotivation. If you are, let's say, looking at a same subdomain for 2 days and you cannot find anything, then you will end up that I let's talk about me here. So if I am looking at something for 2 days straight and I cannot find anything, and then I honestly get up ending frustrated, and feel like I'm not good enough, I don't know stuff, why am I doing this? I get all these questions in my head. But I know this is not only me, and a lot of people might be getting these questions, and a lot of people might be thinking the same. Why are people finding bugs and I am not finding anything, and stuff like that? You are not alone. That's the main message I want to convey through the struggles which I am sharing with you, which I personally face on day-to-day basis, or whenever I try to do bounties. And after getting frustrated, I usually end up getting away from my laptop. And what usually happens after that is, at the end of the day, I kind of start regretting that I didn't learn enough, I didn't practice enough, try enough. From at that point, procrastination starts. Okay, I'll start tomorrow with something else. Tomorrow I'll start a schedule. I'll try to do this and that always starts from tomorrow, the excuses and stuff. And I end up questioning myself, like all of you. I have a shit ton of blogs and stuff bookmarked which I have probably never looked at, many of those, and quite some lot of courses I have downloaded from this and that source, and etc etc. My mind keeps telling me that why are you even downloading or bookmarking stuff when you are not even going to look at that. So that piles up to even more regret. But at the end of the day, the main thing is just consistency. You need to be consistent in something if you want to get better at it. And I tell myself that okay, it's okay, I'm learning, that is the main point. And I just want to compare me with myself, which I was yesterday, and not with someone else. You do not consider yourself in a race. This is just you getting better and doing something you love. That should be the main aim of you doing anything in life, not only bug bounties. This is not a race which you want to win. This is just a process of learning something, of getting at a better version of yourself from which you were yesterday. So yeah, and I just want to get a brief idea about why I have made this channel and what will everything be about on this channel. Everything particularly will revolve around the same theme. I'll show you all the struggles I face with. I'll show exactly what I try to do when I try to hack something or do work mountains. Hopefully you might learn something, or you might be able to think, or it will help you change the mindset that no, you are doing something wrong, or you are the only one who is not finding anything, or who is stuck with things, etc etc. So that is the main focus here. As I said, learning should be the main aim, and that's what I think. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found anything helpful, and thank you until next time.